Well, what do you think of this house?
It's okay.
Everything's new and clean. Hey, and there's a garden at the back for you to play in.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. I'm just showing Rosie and Sophie my new home. This is where I'm going to be living.
Hey, what are you telling them something like that for?
I'm renting it off your old friend, Natalie. It's a nice house. You two will like it.
This is a wind-up, innit?
There's plenty of room, you know, for 3 of us. No, it's not a wind-up, Kevin. I'm moving in. Come on, girls, let's get off to school.
Right, I best get off to work. Hope you have a decent day with them. I'll pop back at lunch if I can.
OK. Your daddy's going to work now for a rest.
Do you think we should start thinking about what we're going to do about the christening?
The christening? What christening? What are you on about?
The christening? Oh, we had Katie christened, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Much good it did her. Didn't do us any good either. I mean, I only did it before so people would see her as our baby.
Well, there's no doubt about these two, is there?
That's my point, Gary. Why go pestering some vicar we've never seen before to do his stuff?
Well, still, I thought we'd be having them christened.
What for?
Well, at the least, we can have a bit of a do.
I have got enough to do without you minding me about some sort of christening. Go to work.
Aren't you having any breakfast?
Yeah, she's cooking it now, aren't
She never offered me a cooked breakfast.
Well, no, because I told her you didn't have time, because she's rushing out, aren't you?
Rushing out? What do you mean?
Well, you're looking for a job, right?
Oh, yeah. I suppose I am, yeah.
Vera, there's no suppose about it. You've got to get to the job centre early because it's the early bird catches the worm.
Well, I must have been the early bird to catch you.
Here's your kippers. Low cholesterol.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, I can't abide kippers. I won't even have them in the house.
Well, you know what they say about men. If they can't get it at home, they'll look for it elsewhere.
Lovely.
Oh, I have to go. I'm even. Oh, God. Well, wish me luck finding a new job, won't you?
Yes, Vera, best of luck. And I believe they earn a lot of money on the oil rigs.
It's a good job I know he's joking, isn't it?
So, the kippers are to your liking, then?
Well, brilliant.
I like to see a man enjoying himself. Can I ask you a little favour? Only I've no man of my own to ask, you see. Only, I'd like you to put something up for me, if you would. This shelf in the kitchen, it keeps slipping to one side. I'd be ever so grateful.
All right, no problem, love, at all. No problem.
No hurry. Don't rush your kippers.
Roy, I might have got the wrong end of the stick, but have you chucked the Operatic Society in?
Has Hayley been grumbling to you?
She never grumbles about you. Not to me, anyway. No, it's just something she said, but I might have misunderstood.
I have packed it in, yes.
Do you mind if I ask why?
Because I've no talent for it, Gail. As I said to Hayley, I'm no singer and never will be.
The Operatic Society took you on. You must be good enough for them.
Look, I'm not good enough for me, Gail. That's the point. I mean, Hayley is a good singer. I don't want to be holding her back.
Well, I don't see how you can be doing that.
Well, it's the way these things work, Gail. Without me, she's got a big future in the Operatic Society. Star parts. She's very talented, you know. I wish I'd never gone near the Operatic Society.
Why?
Well, they have this annual dinner dance, apparently.
Is that a problem?
Well, Hayley's looking forward to it. She's full of it. Keeps going on about how we'll be dancing the night away.
She can buy a new dress. Of course she's excited. What's the problem?
Oh, don't ask me. I can't dance. I've 2 left feet. Among the 101 things that I cannot do, dancing tops the list.
Then learn. People do, you know.
Oh, people, yeah. Well, it's all right for them.
I saw more drunken people in the Rovers last night than for many a long day. Oh, hello, Vera.
We were just commenting. The Rovers seems to have gone down market a bit under its new management.
Well, I better not say too much on account our Jack still works there. But it's not his fault it's gone down. It were a lovely pub when we had it. Lovely. Well, Emily'll tell you. She knows a good pub, don't you?
Oh, now, Vera, please, don't make me sound like a determined drunkard. By the way, where are you and Jack living now?
Oh, in a bed and breakfast. And you're not going to believe her, won't it? Only Eunice G.
Eunice,
You remember? Married to Fred G, that big fat fella. Annie Walker's pop man. Well, he's dead now, and she runs it. But we are thinking about buying somewhere, you know, as near as here as we can.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Vera, because we wouldn't want to lose your custom.
Well, I'd like to be more than a customer. You don't need an assistant, do you?
No, she doesn't. And neither do I, thank you. Maud's my assistant.
Oh, I didn't know that. So are you full-time?
Yeah, I am.
Well, I'm not after your job. Is there any chance of part-time?
Well, you'll have to ask Fred Elliott, but I doubt it.
Can't be easy getting a job at your time of life.
Listen, those mature people have a lot to offer. Mind you, they sort of did hint at the job centre, you know, that I might find it a bit hard. Unless I got a cleaning job.
There we go.
Cheers, Ken.
Cheers.
What are we going to do about Deirdre?
Is something wrong?
Life's passing her by, that's what's wrong.
Well, with the things that have gone wrong for these past few years, I think she's entitled to a quiet life.
If it gets any quieter, she might as well be dead. Granted, she's had a bad time. All her own fault, mind you. She should never have split up with you. She knows that. Oh, the times she said that to me.
Really? She said that?
Oh, yes. Between us, Ken, and happen I shouldn't tell you. She's pining away for you. The other night, I wake up, I can hear sobbing. I peep round the living room door, and there she is, sobbing her heart out, clutching your wedding photo.
I mean, Peter, what do you think?
Well, it's a decent house. Of course it is. Can you afford it?
Well, if things go according to plan, I'll not be here above 3 months. Because about...
That'll be Kevin. He watched us coming along street.
So he's right. You're really moving in here?
I told you that this morning.
Can't believe you're planning to do it. What do you think you're playing at, eh?
I'm finding a home for the girls to live with me. Have you got any objections?
Damn right I have, yeah. What do you want to be on a flaming doorstep for?
Exactly. Whose doorstep are we talking about?
Excuse me. I'm off. If you're going to have a row, do it in private. At least this'll be one row and not in front of Rosie and Sophie.
Why shouldn't I live here?
Well, for one thing, with you here and me across the street, the girls won't know where they are.
You'd just like me to clear off and disappear, wouldn't you? You and this girlfriend you picked up. Well, I'm not going to disappear, Kevin, and you better get used to the idea. I found a decent home for the girls to live with me. With me, Kevin, and not with you.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. This is just the place. It's near their school. It's near their friends. And they'll be with their mother. Because I'm going to get custody of them, Kevin, and you might as well face up to it.
You sure you've got this right, Blanche?
The happiest years of my life with Ken. That's what she said. And then, if only we could start again.
Well, I've never had a hint of this.
Well, we have no secrets, me and Deirdre. You see, she knows she can open her heart to her mother.
And I have to tell you that about a few months ago, I did make an attempt to get our relationship back to where it was, and she gave me no encouragement at all. Quite the reverse, in fact.
Well, I expect your timing were all wrong.
Possibly.
She's got her pride, Ken. You'll have to woo her. That's what you'll have to do. Woo her.
Oh, yeah, Kev. One pint.
No, I want an explanation. How come you're renting your house out to Sally?
Because there's nothing selling at the minute, and at least I'm getting something back if I'm renting it.
I don't mean all that. I mean, why rent it to her?
Because she wants it.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have done it. She's got a decent house now, so she can claim she's got a good home for her and the kids, so she can take them away from...
Look, keep your voice down, will you, unless you want the entire pub in on this.
Was it to get back at me? Is that why you let her have the house? Revenge, is it?
No. No, it's not like that, Kevin, believe me.
I don't know what to believe. In fact, I don't think I believe anything a woman tells me ever again.
Oh, does that include your new girlfriend, does it? Is she blacklisted as well? And what about your 2 daughters? They're women, aren't they? Do you know, Kevin, if you really feel like this, I think it's better if Sally does have the girls.
Rita will be glad to see the back of this lot. I don't know how she's put up with it cluttering up her flat.
Oh, she's great, Rita, isn't she?
Yeah, she's been brilliant to me. Hiya, Judy.
Hey, Sal.
Hey, you got the twins out.
Yeah, well, it seemed like a reasonable day. I thought they could do with an airing.
Oh, they're lovely.
Yeah, especially when they're asleep.
Do you know Sharon? Sharon Gaskell?
No, hiya.
Hi. Mrs. Judy Mallet. She lives over the road.
All right. I can see you got your work sorted out for you.
Yeah, you love it, don't you, Judy? Hey, in case you've not heard, I'm going to be moving into Natalie Barnes' old place, so I'll be getting Rosie and Sophie with me again.
Oh, that's great. I know how much you missed them. Oh, it sounds like feeding time. I'll see you.
Right, that's a lot. Oh, thanks for giving me a lift with you, Sharon.
Oh, anytime. So, you stand the markets with this stuff, do you?
Yeah, 4 days a week.
That must be a chilly sort of job this time of year.
Yeah, it is. Does wonders for me trading thermal knickers, though. Anyway, I'm managing to make a living. Because I don't get anything off Kevin, you know. But the way I see it, it gives me more time to be with the girls than I get in any other job.
You know, I really like this house. Something like this would be just the job for me and Ian.
Is that your boyfriend?
Yeah, we're getting married in March.
Oh, great. I hope you're very happy.
Thanks.
I was at first. Well, for a good few years. Till it all started going wrong. I hope you have better luck than me. And if and when you start thinking about kids, well, then you'll know exactly how I'm feeling right now. Can't wait to get the girls with me again.
I gather you're job hunting again, from what Jack was saying this morning.
Oh, you don't want to take everything our Jack says as gospel. You know what men are like.
If I don't now, I never will. I always think men, they're like fires.
Like fires? What do you mean?
If you don't feed them, they go out.
No, what it is, you see, I don't really need a job. I mean, we've got money put by, you know, and with our Jack's consultancy fee, you know, from Rovers.
It's a nice feeling having money behind you.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it is. But I'd like to get something, you know, because I'm never happier, me, than when I'm working.
Well, you're different to me. Still, it wouldn't do if we were all the same, would it? Oh, Mr. Eckersley coming in. You can set your watch by him. Ever such a good job at the gas offices. I happen to know he's on the executive floor. No, they're all very nice, my paying guests. I don't have lodgers. They're all paying guests to me.
Yeah, it must be a gold mine, this place.
Well, yes, it is, but, oh, I've had enough of it now. Well, look at you, Vera. You've got your Jack, and that's what a woman needs in a business like this. A man to take care of the little things. Get your blockages unstopped. Put a bit of oil on whatever it is that's creaking. Hey, your Jack's very good with his hands, isn't he?
What?
He had my baton set to rights in no time.
Our Jack, he did a job for you?
Kitchen shelf. Ever so willing and able he was. No, but I've had enough of it. I think I shall sell up and live abroad. Spain, I think. The waiters there are ever so obliging, if you know what I mean.
Money, mate. Right or left? You have an easy job, don't you?
Oh, don't push your luck. I've just this minute sat down.
What are you doing?
Giving them something to look at. Gets their eyes working, the brains going.
Bit of stimulation, that's what I could do with. A bit of a celebration. A bit of a do. Why don't we have a christening and have done with it?
Don't start that again, Gary.
What have you got against having a christening?
Nothing if either of us went to church.
It doesn't mean to say that they won't when they're older, does it?
Just give it a rest, will you?
It's me dad. He's expecting us to have a christening. Well, you know what kind of a traditionalist he is.
I know he likes a good booze up, yeah?
Well, that is a tradition in our family.
Gary, the answer is no. I don't care what your dad wants.
Oh, fine. You don't care what my dad wants. But that's not the way we treated your mum, is it?
No. I don't suppose it was. Look, you know I like your dad. OK, Gary, we'll have a christening. You happy now?
It's not just me, Dad. It's me. Don't ask me why. It's something I want to do. It'll be good fun. It'll be a good do. Who do you want as godparents?
Oh, hell.
She told me you put a shelf up for her.
I did no such thing. I tightened a couple of screws for her, that's all.
Do it for her, wouldn't you?
What do you mean?
All the years we've been wed. You've never done Anne's turn. No home improvement, no painting and decorating.
Oh, come on, V.
All that's wanted doing, I've had to do it myself.
Well, that's why they call it do-it-yourself, innit?
Tell you what, though, Jack. She's selling the business.
What business?
The boarding house she hired Cam. Look, there's me and you paying her, 4 or 5 others. She's making a good living. We could do that.
Do what?
Buy the house off her and us run the business.
Oh, no, V, no.
Now, look, you're finished now for the day, aren't you? Well, come on, we'll walk back together and we'll talk about it on the way.
It's tragic in its way.
What is?
You sat here with your mother.
Well, you said it, though I don't think I've not been tempted.
You should be with your man.
Well, as soon as I get one, Mother, you will be the first to know.
You've got one any time you want, crying out for you.
And who's this?
You know damn well, Ken. He worships the ground you walk on.
Ever since I was a little kid, you've been telling me these fantasy tales. You used to say if I didn't eat me carrots, I'd go blind.
Well, you do wear glasses, don't you? Now, see, this is right, what I'm telling you. That man poured his heart out to me today. He's still mad about you, and he'd love you and him to get together.
I thought he got over all that. He did talk about us getting back together a few months ago, but I put him straight. No, there's no chance of that.
I'll tell you this, Deirdre. I don't see anybody else suffering, and you're not getting any younger.
Oh, thank you, Mother. You've just made my night.
Oh, it's you.
Where are the girls? I want them to come across the road for 5 minutes.
What for?
Oh, so they can choose which bedroom they want.
Well, they're ready for bed. Alison's reading them a story.
Oh, is she?
You're having them at weekend. They can decide then.
Yeah, only I don't always get them at weekend, do I, Kevin? Despite our arrangement.
You didn't last weekend, but that was a special occasion, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, in a bit they'll be with me all the time.
No, they won't.
You can't win, Kevin. You must know that, really. In fact, I don't know why you're making this a court case anyway. You've got no chance. You're just giving your money away to solicitors.
Yeah. You'd like me to roll over. Give you anything you want. Well, you're not having the girls. They're home's here with me.
Oh, yeah. You and your girlfriend going to play happy families, are you? Well, you'll find out different.
The girls can hear all this shouting.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, it's upsetting for them, you know.
Don't you tell me how to behave.
Oh, hello. Are you having a drink?
No, thanks. We're just off.
Night, Ken.
Oh, right. Right.
You stay if you want.
I don't.
Oh, you're a stubborn cow, you.
Right, Ken, come on. What are you having?
Half a half, please, Rita.
Do you want this cheap stuff or Newton and Ridley?
Oh, Newton and Ridley's, please.
And I'll have a vodka and tonic, please.
Right, OK.
Have you talked to Deirdre recently?
Deirdre? Yeah, I've had a couple of chances to talk to her. In the shop and in here. Something wrong?
No. Did she mention me at all?
Not that I can think of. Should she have?
No, it doesn't matter.
She mentioned her mother a good few times, but I never heard her say a bad word about you.
Natalie Flower! Give us another 2 of these here. For me and Jackie.
Nice one, Les. Hey, bye now while stocks last.
And have on yourself, darling.
Thanks.
I'm at to know where you be.
Janice, darling, have a drink.
If these are for him, forget it. You drunken pig.
Me, drunk? Never. Mary, yeah. Mary?
You're drunk, or else you wouldn't be studying drinking with that trollop.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Study or supping with money I've had to work hard for. Get home.
Janice, you're showing yourself up now.
Get home, will
You can see what it is, can't you? You just can't get enough of it.
Martin, put another one in there, please, my son.
There you are.
Natalie, how long are you going to be selling this cheap falling down water?
I haven't decided, Michael. Why?
Half my girls came in puddle this morning. I've never seen such wavy stitching.
Well, it's good for trade. I have got me a living to earn, you know.
Sure, so lower the price of your scotch. That'll be a good move.
Jack, Vera, I was just having a quiet half glass of sherry. Not a man's drink, eh, Jack?
Only if it come in pints, and even then I'd want head on it.
Oh, you are lucky, Vera. You've got a real sparkler there.
Yes, you're right. And I've been telling him how you were thinking about selling this place.
I'm going to, definitely. Can you hear something?
That is a cat locked in a cupboard somewhere.
Mr. Clegg, top floor front. He's playing his violin again with his door open. I've told him till I'm sick of telling him. Mind you, he's very clean in his ways. But he'd be fiddling away all night if I let him. Excuse me.
Told you, this place is a gold mine.
Yes, and gold mines cost money, Vera. And if she's making a good living here, then she won't sell it for peanuts, will she?
We've got 30 grand sitting in the building society. That'd do for a start, and then we could borrow the rest.
At our age, do me a favour, V.
Look, this would be our home. A good living. No more 3 bags full boss to that Natalie Barnes. Look, I'm having this house, Jack. I mean it, and that's settled.
I want to talk to you. Can't we sort this out between us? Without us rowing and falling out all the time.
Doesn't look like it. That's why we're going to court, I suppose. Well, you started this, Kevin. You were the one who got divorce proceedings going. Well, fine, you can have a divorce. But you can't have the girls.
You're the one who walked out on them. Now you're saying you want them back?
I walked out on you. I've always wanted Rosie and Sophie, and I always will. They should be with me, Kevin. You know that.
They're happy where they are. Look, just answer me one question. Truthfully. Have you turned awkward because of Alison? Is that what all this is about?
No, it's not.
Come on. You've turned awkward. This is why you're renting this house. Because you can't stand to see us together.
Kevin, you can have whoever you want. I don't care. For me, this is about the girls, and it always has been. And if I have to fight you for them, I'll do anything it takes to make sure I win. You shouldn't have taken him away last weekend.
I asked you first.
Well, that's not what I'll be saying. I'll be saying you broke our agreement.
Come on, you can't do that.
Just watch me.